breaking news yesterday. The feds, Homeland Security specifically, raided Diddy's houses, estates, mansions in Miami and LA. We're going to pull up that story for right now. It's all part of a New York criminal investigation. This is following interviews with individuals who have made allegations about Diddy. His sons, 2 sons, have both been arrested. You have the video? Let's play it.
Here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters.
They are heavily armed, and they've been very tactful, would probably be the best word to use, as they made entry into this home this afternoon. We actually watched them as they made their way through one of these side gates, and as soon as they got inside the home, one of the first things they did was made their way into this garage that you see is open right there. Now, they did take a couple of people into custody. We witnessed that. Now, are they under arrest? Are they just being asked about what they know? That I can't answer, but I can tell you there's 3 people right there that were taken into custody, were inside that home at the time of the raid.
We did see a bunch of investigators going in, making the raid in there and clearing that as well. So they're going to do a thorough search as they conduct this raid. And so far, Stu, from what I understand and from Haley on the ground there, they have not seen, and we have not seen from our vantage point, any sign of Sean Combs, the 54-year-old who is believed to be the property owner of this.
You're guilty by association.
Okay, so why is this like so, I guess, important to me? You saw the end of the video, that water right there, you can even show it right now.
Yeah, hold up.
I live 5 minutes from there. I grew up in Miami Beach. This is Star Island. The rich of the rich of the richest live there. There's a few major islands in Miami. Star Island is the top one. You have Hibiscus Island, you have Palm Island, you have Fisher Island, you have the Venetian. The elite live in these places. You don't get on these islands unless you're invited. And I've been in this area all my life. I'll explain some of the parties I've been to in Miami, in LA. It's no secret. I've been in the nightlife world forever before I got into finance for the last 15 years, before I got into podcasting. Very weird to see this going on literally in your neighborhood. They said here that the home was registered to what, Malik? One of his daughters?
Yeah, it was registered to his daughter.
Okay, one of his daughters. By the way, Diddy has 7 kids from 4 women. We'll get into the latest allegations from his ex, Cassie. That's some weird stuff that's going on right there. So while all this is going on, where's Diddy? Where's Diddy? Where's Diddy? Well, his private jet was tracked to the Caribbean islands of Antigua, okay? While his homes are being raided in Miami, Star Island, and in LA, but apparently he wasn't even on board the planes. So amidst the raids in Los Angeles and Miami homes, Diddy wasn't even there. Diddy was at a Miami Opa-locka executive airport pacing around the customs office. So apparently he's in Miami. By the way, it's March. You know who else is in Miami? Everybody. It's been Miami Music Week, Ultra, all the biggest DJs, all the biggest producers, music hit makers. Everybody is here in Miami right now. So I'm not shocked to find out that he's in Miami. Reports suggest that he was waiting on companions being questioned by federal agents. There are allegations out there that he has actually been arrested as well. There was a story by, I believe, was it Newsweek? Malik?
Yeah, Newsweek.
Pull up that story real quick. That has not been fact-checked. So fact check, has P. Diddy been arrested by the FBI? Apparently he has not. But again, there's so many stories happening every single second. Just as we're preparing to start the show, new story shows up half hour before the show. His drug mule was arrested. We have that story?
Yes, right here.
So, alleged drug mule arrested on drug charges. What does he look like? During run-ins with the feds, this guy was his alleged drug mule. So, this is facts. No opinions here. This guy was just arrested. Where's Diddy? Apparently he has not been arrested yet. I don't know how this works. By the way, I was having dinner last night with one of my best friends. Worked as a local TV anchor in Miami, Channel 10. He was also on CNN, NBC, a number of outlets. When he saw how many federal agents showed up to Diddy's house, you know the first thing he said, Malik? He goes, wow, they spent a lot of money to do this. It wasn't just a couple agents. It wasn't a dozen agents. It looked like dozens of agents. And they didn't just knock on the door. Dude, they busted down the front gate unannounced and just went in. So with that being said, those are the facts, what's going on right now. Let's get into some of the allegations, okay? Charges, specifically sex trafficking of a minor, rape, and other alleged sexual abuses. So let me just speak to that for a second. We all know in the last handful of years, the Me Too movement was pervasive, and in many cases, rightfully so. The names you can think of: Harvey Weinstein, top of the list; Bill Cosby, top of the list; Jeffrey Epstein, top of the list. Dude, what happened with R. Kelly? I believe I can fly. No, dude, I believe you're gonna be in jail for potentially the rest of your life, R. Kelly. Music, producers, billionaires, TV stars, jail for how long? Potentially forever. Epstein himself. We know that. On the other hand, there's been also people, alleged sex traffickers, sexual abusers, namely Andrew Tate. We've interviewed him multiple times. You know where I stand on the Andrew Tate allegations. Bullshit. We saw what happened with Johnny Depp. Turned out to be bullshit. Amber Heard, Amber Turd. Russell Brand, we're seeing what's going on there. I think it's sort of a crock of BS. Those are my opinions. But, you know, we did a podcast 2 weeks ago with Tim Dillon on the PBD podcast. And our friend Vinny on the podcast was like, bro, he did it 100%. You can't believe. I said, look, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm kind of on the fence here. There's certain people, the Weinsteins of the world, the Cosbys of the world, the Epsteins of the world, the R. Kellys of the world, did it. There's certain people, Andrew Tate, Johnny Depp, Russell Brand, bro, I don't know if those guys did anything. Sort of fabricated. That's kind of, quite frankly, where I sort of had Diddy in the middle. Like, is he here? Is he here? At this point, I kind of think it's a little bit safer to say he's sort of in the Cosby, Epstein, Weinstein category, allegedly. You know, the word allegedly, you know, it's an interesting word. I said this all the time. I go, if there's one word you kind of don't want associated with your name, it's allegedly. Because there's always something bad after allegedly. You never hear, allegedly, he spends his time feeding the homeless. Allegedly, he volunteers to give kids without parents time with a father. No, it's always allegedly rape, allegedly sex trafficking, allegedly some other wild ass shit. Never good to have allegedly next to your name. Not good. But in this particular case of Diddy, I've quite clearly gone from, yeah, I don't know these allegations, to like, all right, let's see the proof. Let's see the guilt. Because I still believe in this country, innocent until proven guilty. I know you're running a poll. I did a poll on my Instagram. I don't know if you have that. I did this last night before even, a lot of these new headlines hit the scenes. Do you have those results on my Instagram poll? Malik?
Yeah, I got it.
Show that real quick. So, Diddy, guilty AF, 69%. Innocent until proven guilty, 29%. Diddy is innocent, 2%. Let me tell you something. In any poll you ever do, there's something called a margin of error. It's usually around 2 to 4%, meaning 2% saying that he's completely innocent is basically next to nothing. The vast majority of people, 69%, are like, yo, he did it. Again, still believe in the rule of law, still believe in innocent until proven guilty. Let's see what's going on there. So at the end of the day, what we know, this is our poll right here.
Yeah, it's running right now live on YouTube.
So very
Very similar.
almost very similar to what we did last night on my Instagram. My Instagram is Soz Talks Money. Obviously, YouTube, you're here on the SOSCAST channel. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for subscribing. So at the end of the day, when all the dust settles, if all these allegations prove to be true, our friend Diddy, the bad boy himself, Bad Boy Records, Bad Boy Entertainment, could be facing life in prison, AKA death row.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.